Today on the channel, I've got a torch burning, a Human Torch Marvel Select Human Torch unboxing and review. Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Select unboxing and review. It's been a while, huh? It sure has. But today on the channel, like I said, we've got the Human Torch from Marvel Select. But for all your Marvel Select needs, including the Human Torch, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. And like I said too, it's been a long time since we've had a Marvel Select unboxing and review. I'm anxiously awaiting that new Titanium Man Marvel Select. You guys know I'm a sucker for big figures. That's been my most wanted one, and that was announced like February. It was supposed to be out in April. COVID delays, all that. Some people are getting them already. Some toy stores are getting them. Nothing my way yet. My toy stores have not gotten them. Big Bad Toy Store has not shipped yet. Titanium Man, I hope he comes soon. But the Human Torch was at my local toy store. I saw him and I said, you know what? This looks okay. I'm going to pick this one up. Maybe it'll be a regret. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. But we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. And we'll even compare it to the Marvel Legends version that kind of does the same thing. Fair enough. Fair enough. So let's take a look at the packaging first. Big, oversized packaging is we are accustomed to via Marvel Select. There, you got Human Torch on the side. Human Torch graphic right there. Human Torch, a favorite of many a kid out there. People love people that start on fire, don't they? I think so. But you got the Human Torch there in the big window package, of course. And yeah, your traditional Marvel Select. Big window on the side. Big, oversized figures. I think most people seem to unbox the Marvel Selects. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. Do you keep your Marvel Selects in the package? Or do you unbox them all? I don't see a lot of people with these on display in package, but I could be wrong. But from my eyes and what my eyes tell me, that's what I see. Marvel Select logo up there as well. On the side, we got Human Torch, looking only like he can look. Looking hot to the touch. Don't touch him, you'll get burned. You guys know how it goes. And on the back, glamour shot of the figure there. Glamour shot of close-up of the face. You got warnings down below. You got the UPC, of course. Human Torch at the top. And then we've got a little blurb for the Human Torch there. They're not promoting anything else, just Human Torch. That's all they want to do. He was too hot. He was too hot. They had to just promote him on the back of the package, and that's what we got there. So there's the blurb. Let's read it. Let's see what it says about the old Human Torch, old Johnny Storm. Fiery and hot-headed, the Human Torch burns up the sky with an unquenchable love of adventure and always has the backs of his family, the Fantastic Four. The Human Torch can ignite his body to cover it in fire that he manipulates to a high degree. This flame can be adjusted by temperature and density as well as be used for precision work or to blanket an entire area. With his fiery form, he can burn through just about any adversity and put a smile on it while he does. This Marvel Select action figure on the Human Torch is based on his appearance in Marvel Comics. It includes interchangeable hands, effects, pieces, heads, 16 points of articulation. There it is. Very, very cool. And it says designed by Eamon O'Donoghue. And I believe he does some of this Masters Universe Revelation artwork, if I'm correct there. Sculpted by Chris Dahlberg. So gotta give those guys their credits. They're on the back, so we had to do it. Fantastic Four Mania sweeping the nation right now. Not only on my shirt, but of course Galactus, the HasLab that just ended. This Human Torch coming out. And then this fall, we're going to get a retro wave of Fantastic Four figures out there. So a lot of Fantastic Four, a lot going on in the Fantastic Four world. If you're a huge Fantastic Four fan, it's a great time for you right now. So you'll definitely enjoy that. So let's get to it. Let's unbox the Human Torch. Let's see what's going on in here. See if I can get this open. Oh, we got a rookie mistake right off the bat. Oh my gosh. Big, heavy package. Open that up. There it is. Let's see. Can I get it out? We got one plastic prison, two plastic prisons, and then we got a little cross cell here, and we got the big window box there. Away it goes. See you later. Get out of here. And let's see. We got all kinds of stuff going on here. We got two plastic prisons. Here's the first one. Whoa! Whoa, we're throwing stuff around. There's one plastic prison, basically fire effects, as you can see right here. Got one little twist tie. Gonna cut that and get that done with. There. Oh, there's two. Are you kidding me? How many twist ties do you need? And there's two right there. And see you later. Bam, there it goes. So we got that there. And then we've got the Human Torch himself in the old plastic prison. We got a bunch of twist ties on this one. This is going to take some work. It's going to take some work. So hold on. Let me come back. I'm getting him out of the package. We'll take it from there. All right, and we've got the torch out of the package here. So we got a lot of extra hands here. A lot more accessories than I assumed there would be with this Human Torch. And Human Torch turns into a big figure when you give this big stand he comes with, all the extra accessories. But he is a smaller figure, but with all this combined turns this into like a big figure, if that makes sense. Packaging, see you later, get out of here. Does come with the old school pamphlet. We haven't had one of these pamphlets in a long time. Let's see who we got here. Look at all this. Look at all these guys on this one. So we got Taskmaster, Hulk, Thanos. Is that Carnage? I believe we unboxed that Carnage on the channel. Other side, we got another Taskmaster. We got Thing. We unboxed him on the channel. We've got Captain Marvel. Easy pass for me there. Sandman, we unboxed him on the channel. Hulkbuster, we unboxed on the channel. Psylocke, I passed on. Hulk, one of the best figures of the year, that Marvel Select. That was probably the last Marvel Select we did. You also got Thor. We unboxed him to mixed results. And Spider-Man was a pretty good figure as well. So we've unboxed a lot of these, actually. A lot more than I thought. See you later. Get out of here. But let's get down to the Human Torch. Like I said, he comes with a nice effect here. Big fire flame effect. Different colors of flame. Obviously, the redder is the hotter. Redder is the hotter. Up to the yellow. Almost looks like a dragon a little bit. But it does plug into this nice base. Fire base for the Human Torch. Hopefully it plugs in easily, but I see it plugs right in there. Oh my gosh. There it goes. It plugs in. Not the easiest, but play with it a little bit. But it is on a hinge, so you can alter it. You can change it around. And then you have a ball on the back, which I assume, yes, you got a hole in the back of the Human Torch. You can plug him right into the base of that. So you can choose your own adventure with the Human Torch. You can have him kind of levitating a little bit with a fire, or you can have him just standing on the ground with fire. But it is interesting with the Human Torch figures over the years, going way back to the Toy Biz days when I first started collecting. You've had Johnny Storm in his regular gear. You've had him in his torch gear. One of my favorite ones, which I would love to see Hasbro re-come out with one day. Is that even a word? Re-come out with? Re-release or remake one of these days, maybe on the vintage card, would be that Johnny Storm in the classic blue suit, but his legs and everything is half fire and the top is regular. Kind of a 2-in-1 there. I always love that, so that was really cool. So we'll see. We'll see if that ever happens one of these days out there. But looking at this Human Torch figure, there's a lot to like. I'm kind of a sucker for these Jolly Rancher looking figures out here. He looks like you just throw him in your mouth, suck on him. He'd be either cherry, maybe watermelon. You never know what flavor you might get, but very good. Actually, the joint's a little tight on this one, but that's how they usually are with Marvel Select. This one looks very nice. A bright, bright red here. Almost see-through, but not quite. So it's got some red inside of it, but very good. And the extra flame effects are really needed on this one. You got 2 down here by the kneecaps. Got 1 on each shoulder, 1 in back, 1 on his head, and then 1 on the 4 that's on his front of his shirt that he normally wears. You got those effects that really takes your attention, and really, if it was all just red, it would look a little strange. This really adds a little bit more to the figure in my eyes, and probably most of you guys as well. Good articulation on this one, though. He's got some serious bend at the legs. We usually don't see that much articulation with Marvel Select figures, so you can do a full-on split, so you don't see that very often. One thing to note with toys over the years, kind of this translucent plastic to varying degrees, sometimes the plastic material seems a little weaker. So that is a watch out. This one seems pretty tight and strong, but we know we do get weaker joints sometimes with some of the translucent figures we've gotten over the years from many lines out there. But he's got pretty good articulation. The legs there, you've got knees that can turn all the way around. His leg can there, and then the knee, of course, goes up and down. Ankles, yep, he's got ankles up and down, no side to side. Yeah, you can do side to side. He's got all the ankle articulation you could ever want. Removable hands, we'll get into the hands in a second here. Elbow articulation, he's got a bicep swivel. No, he does not. He does not have a bicep swivel. And then the arms go up to a limited degree. There's, you know, the Marvel Legends and Marvel Select, similar but different. Select always kind of crosses that line into statues a little bit, almost like McFarlane, kind of the answer to McFarlane a little bit. So not the most articulated, but for a Marvel Select figure, pretty good articulation on this one. I'm going to say that right now. And it does stick up. It does feel like the articulation is pretty tight on this one. The head moves, all that kind of stuff. And the head is removable here. So that is pretty interesting. Now looking at this 2 heads, the head that is on here right now almost looks like it could be a Silver Surfer head, but it's just a plain head, plain face. You got a little bit of eyes to it and all that. where this head's more old school Human Torch, where there's no facial expression. It's just a mass of fire, basically. Where this one has an expression a little bit on his face. I think I've always preferred my Human Torch to have a little bit of facial expressions. Just this blank mute face looks a little strange to me, but that is an option out there, depending how you like your Human Torch. Choose your own adventure, as we always say on the channel. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? That's an interesting question. Does he fit? Oh, he does not fit on a ringside collectible stand, so he struck out there. So I just thought I'd do that real quick. But then you get to the extra accessories here. So he has two kind of gripping, holding hands on his hands here. That's what comes standard on him. That's all right. And then he comes with two fisted hands. You always need at least one fisted hand. So he has two fisted hands if you want to mix and match. Choose your own adventure. And then we get two flame on hands. And this is a pretty cool one right here. The effects going on with this one. Shooting out almost like bow and arrows or something like that. But very cool. Shooting flames out of every single hand. I like that hand a lot. And then you get this hand where he's throwing a baseball. It looks like it's a baseball, a hot baseball, throwing it at somebody. So you have that. So I believe they're the same hand. Oh, you're kidding me here. I don't know. Maybe this one could double. It looks like they're both left hands. I don't know. I think this one could double for either hand. The way the way the design and sculpt is on this one, so maybe it fits in either hand here. So it is nice. You can have two open palm hands like he does come. You can have two fisted hands, or you can have two throwing effect hands if you want. So truly a choose your own adventure figure there. And then we do get a little fire accessory right here we can put on him. Does that go in his chest? No, it does not. It must go in his hand or something. So I think it's just a hold hand, but it's got a peg in it like it needs to go somewhere. Maybe I'll figure it out, but it very well could be his chest. I don't want to break it. I just bought it. You guys know how that goes, but it looks like it could fit right in that chest emblem. So I wonder if that chest does come out, you could just have a flame in there. If you want a non-Fantastic Four version of Human Torch going back to the olden days, I think you can plug that in, but I would most likely have to heat it up. It's in there very tight. I don't know. That's what I'm going to assume, at least. It can go in his chest if you want, so you have an extra piece right there. Let's see how well does he plug in his back. Very easily. Better than expected. I didn't expect that to go in that easy. But you can put him on here. You can put him in all kinds of... It's basically a flaming flight sand for Johnny Storm here. So you can put him in any kind of direction you want to go. Turn him around, spin him around. Not a ton of articulation on the base here, but you got a little bit here and there you can do some stuff with. So you can choose your own adventure once again. That's the word of the day, choose your own adventure. But I like this one. I like this Human Torch a whole lot. It's not a huge, overbearing, big figure like some of the Marvel Selects. You got to be selective, no pun intended, with what Marvel Selects you get. But this one looks pretty good. I like the size of it. We do have the Marvel Legend version of Human Torch here. Now, this was the Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legend Human Torch figure. We later got one, 2 years ago probably, standard release where he was non-flamed on, and we do have a new Human Torch, two new Human Torches coming later this fall. One is a Pulse exclusive, one in the traditional retro Fantastic Four line. But this figure, compared size-wise, just a hair bigger on the Select, as we would assume. They're a different scale. But basically the same kind of thing, but just done a little bit differently. A little bit more translucent, a little bit more fiery red on the Select, where we got a little bit of more of an orange hue to the Marvel Legends. But both really good figures. I feel like you have to have two versions of Human Torch in your collection. You got to have a flamed on version. You got to have a standard version. I think that's just the way it goes, at least in my mind for Human Torch. But I like both of these a whole lot. I don't know. I think the Select wins out. I just wish the scale of the Select was closer to the Legends. I think that's where I'm going to sit. I think the Select does look like a cooler figure. It's got a lot more bells and whistles to it. The Legend is really good. I just wish this one scaled with the Legends, because if Select was scaled with Legends, I think there'd be no question on this one. But, you know, this will turn a lot of people off that collect the Legends and vice versa. That's just the way it is. There's not a lot of people that collect both, but there are some people out there. But all in all, I think I like this figure just a hair better. So that's where it's going to go. I just wish it would go 10 notches above if it was scaled the same as this Human Torch. But that's just not Select's model. So there it is. You guys, what do you think? Do you get this Human Torch? Are you all in? Are you passing? Are you thinking about picking it up? Like I said, Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below. Order up this Human Torch, a pretty solid figure. Let me know your thoughts on it. Make sure you like this video, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss a video. We're unboxing everything on the channel. Every Marvel Legend. A lot of Marvel Selects, as we've seen in that checklist. and everything else under the sun. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss a video at this point. We're dangerously close to 10,000 subscribers as of filming this, so make sure you subscribe and be a part of that 10,000, the first 10,000, hopefully. We'll see where it goes. Follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, and there it is. So for the Human Torch Select, Human Torch Legend, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.